Alright, let me get my shit ready. Alright, hold on. I'm Nyman. We're about to get into it. Alright, come on, cuz. Alright, cuzzos. Let's get into an update on what's going on here, huh? Let's see.
34 of the Scaling Up podcast, a very impromptu last second emergency episode.
Let's see what these ones work.
Episode We've got Doug and Ian here from our Pred Catches. You guys might recognize them. And we actually wanted to do an episode where we would introduce them so you guys could kind of, learn more about them. But that is not the reason we are here today. We are here today actually because Doug has been all over the news today over something that's going super viral right now. Because for those of you guys that haven't heard, Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, tried to kill a man yesterday, and Doug was actually the one who pretty much stepped in and saved them. So we're gonna actually play a few clips first of everything that happened. And last thing I want to say for our viewers, for those of you guys that don't know, I actually trained at the same school 11 years ago, a long time
Everyone's seen the clip. We've all seen the clips, millions. We've all seen
ago. I know Psycho Stu personally. And so to get started with it, what actually happened to Stu? How bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty fucked up. I'll put it this way. What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth, right?
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Outside of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact.
That's what I'm thinking too, bro. Like, how come no one else got involved there? Like, there's a ref right there. There's like 3 wrestlers. Like, bro, someone should have stepped in right there. I don't get why they didn't step in. Time check. All right, we're good.
Contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu that the people that said that they were your... He fucking got in where he got beat the fuck up, and then you got somebody that's a real fighter, trained by somebody that was one of the greatest of all. It comes on the side of AJ Mana. You brought somebody that was volatile that you knew had... small ass chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Raja Jackson...
Attempted murder.
Right, this attempted murder, he landed like 20-something punches on him.
23.
He's not going to get attempted murder. He's obviously traumatized. This is a man that's traumatized. But he's disassociated with everything. He's looking straight at something. He's focused on it, but he's playing in his head. You can't do nothing in the gut. I can't even make a video. Hold on, ghetto's popping right now. It's popping outside. This summer's ending, so it's people's sanity. Nah, what I'm saying is you could tell he's out of it, bro. He's out of it.
23 punches on him. You pull him off, and then he tried to go at you. So was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out, and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head. Because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life, to hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not... I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself. Mm-hmm. You know, the few little backyard fights he fucking...
Oh, it's actually popping out here right now. Hold on. Welcome to the city, man. You know what I'm finding crazy on a separate note? A lot of people don't hear sirens in their life. But it's so normal, but when you hear it back to back like that, no, it's popping.
Got in where he got beat the fuck up, and then you got somebody that's a real...
Stay inside, kids, man. Stay inside, get on the internet or something, you know what I mean? Don't be an asshole on the internet. Get on the internet, play a game or something, stay inside, you know what I mean? Play games outside, maybe play some football, play sports, you know what I mean? Play some sports outside. Don't be outside, man. It ain't worth it, bro.
fighter trained by somebody that was one of the greatest of all time, and then you had him do your dirty work. He ruined 2 people's lives.
So what happened when you got involved with Raja? Why did he want to keep going? Well, I know his chat was like gassing him up too, leading up to it, which we've talked about.
Another reason why live streaming is toxic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
When you're a man, you're in control of your life. If you do things for other men, you're their bitch. You are not a man,
Basically
you're
what
a
live streamers
puppet.
are.
Doug, so what happened when you and him squared off?
I just went in there to stop it first, because I was kind of in shock.
Even though no one's in here right now, I am nobody's puppet. Fuck y'all. On my mama at the end of the day. Hey, y'all would never, no one can ever make me crash out like that, bruh. On my mama, I would never crash out like that. Obviously, I don't have the same training as as Raja. So obviously Raja's upbringing is a little bit different than mine. You know what I mean? So we're not the same person. So I can't speak. You know what I mean? Like that. Well, I could just say, bro.
I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in. Somebody f***ing pinned Stu after he almost got beat to death. People are so chicken shit.
You're telling me someone pinned the guy that got slammed and punched 23 times, and then someone came in and tried to win a belt? Who was it, man? I bet you it was that guy that was in the Dodger jersey. LA fans are dirty like that.
They don't understand violence. They don't understand what's going on. They don't want to partake in anything. They weren't willing to save their friend. They would rather worry about their own image, their self, their match, or this. Sometimes the world stops. Sometimes the world stops. You could go to the store one day, be shopping for fucking groceries, and if you see an old lady get beat up and fucking robbed, you have to do something. Sometimes the world stops. So these fucking people are sitting in the fucking ring watching a man get beat to death that they call the fucking friend. The people in the back are fucking telling me, hey, can you go out there and make sure nothing bad happens? So now I got all this responsibility. But at the same time, if I'm AJ Mana, if I'm the people that told me to go out there, if that's the person I brought, or I know this whole situation is going on, I'd be right at the fucking ring. If somebody told me that Ian had the possibility of having a fucking fingernail being put out of place because somebody might be a little off in the ring, you think I would take a fucking chance of my friend getting hurt? I'd be in the fucking corner of the ring on the very side in the front fucking row. You couldn't move me from the fucking spot. I'd run the whole fucking show. Fuck all of you. That's my friend. That's my family. That's somebody who means more to me than anything in the world. I would never let something fucking touch him. I would die before something hurts my family. And all the people that call him family, where the fuck were they? And then when we're in the fucking ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a fucking double leg on me, by the way, work a better fucking double leg, you fucking prick. And then I'm telling you to fucking calm down. I'm not even fucking fighting. I'm not even being fucking hostile. Then you're trying to fucking work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you fucking punch me in the fucking eye after we're breaking it up, you fucking loser. That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you. The fuck is wrong with you?
So, do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him.
Here's my thing with this. Ella keeps saying, lock him up for murder, attempted murder, attempted murder. You're not going to get attempted murder. Even if there was premeditation of him saying, I'm going to fuck him up, he's not saying, I'm going to kill him. That's the difference. He's saying, I'm going to fuck him up. He's not saying, I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to slam him and make sure he can't breathe no more. I'm going to flatline. He doesn't say any of that. He says he's going to fuck him up and it's not a game. Which is still, like, it's not murder, though. He's not saying, I'm going to murder him. He says his goal wasn't to murder him. So it's not premeditated murder. It's not attempted murder. It looks like attempted murder, but they can't prove attempted murder.
He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have...
They can't approve attempted murder because, one, it's a wrestling event, so there's obviously some sense of physical action expected at this thing, even though Stu was completely blindsided by Raja like a bitch. I can't even say that. Because everyone is saying I'm saying that. I'm not going to say that. He was just blindsided by Raja. I'm not going to call him a bitch for it. It was a bitch move, but I can't call him a bitch. Stu initiated the first physical contact, even though it wasn't right then and after. So it's like if you're a decent lawyer, bro, hire me on your team. I can probably get you off because I watched the whole actual stream of the actual shit that happened. His chat was baiting him, calling him bitches, calling him you're a bitch. His dad calls him saying like picks on him. You know what I mean? And he's just not mentally all there because he just had a concussion. And then also, he's also not mentally there at a man level. You really don't become a man to, I would say, 27, bro. 27. So if you're 25, you're still a kid to me. On my mama. I'll say 26, actually. 26 and up, you're cool. Anything but 25 and under, you're a kid, bro. You have a kid mind. I promise you.
Took my legs out from under me like he was trying to. He was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watched the stream when he...
Hold on.
He's walking away. I'm tired of people fucking with me. I don't care how many times you've been fingered in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a fucking problem with the fucking world and the people around you.
Pause. What? What did he say?
Change your fucking people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some fucking help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever fucking live, your fucking father. Use his fucking clout. Use his fucking knowledge. And then you want to hurt people that don't fucking train like that? You're a fucking bully. You're a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck everybody who taught you that.
So after all this happened, as far as the show, like, did the show just continue? Like, how did Stu get out of the ring? I assume it was stopped and paramedics came. Like, what actually happened?
He was given CPR. He was choking on his fucking blood. The paramedics came. I rolled out. Once I realized that my fucking blood was leaking because he caught me right in the fucking goddamn orbital bone, I rolled out the ring to go fucking fight that guy. I said, Kim, I'm coming. And then everyone's holding me back.
And he had already, like, ran out of there?
Already gone. And then the only person who fucking met him is a fucking crackhead with fucking face paint who's...
You know what's so funny about this right here? Is I don't think people actually are paying attention to the details. See, me, I pay attention to the details. So the guy that went outside is the same guy that you see in the ring giving him some weird, like, fucking shoulders to his gut for no reason. It's the guy with the Dodger jersey. See, Dodger fans are weird. I told you. So, it's the guy with the Dodger jersey. That's who he's talking about right now. He don't fuck with the wrestling people like that. So, that's why he's calling him a crackhead on my mama.
Paramedics came. I rolled out. Once I realized that my fucking blood was leaking because he caught me right in the fucking goddamn orbital bone, I rolled out the ring to go fucking fight that guy. I said, Kim, I'm coming. And then everyone's holding me back.
And he had already, like, ran out of there?
Already gone. And then the only person who fucking met him is a fucking crackhead with fucking face paint who's fucking begging for fucking clout for the fucking internet. Man, fuck that whole fucking night. There couldn't be anything more mismanaged in my fucking life than I saw that night.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of, like, how the show went on. Who took him out of the ring, first of all?
Stu left by paramedics in his own blood, choking. A veteran, a war veteran.
Was he stretchered out of the show?
Yes, he was a load and go crack.
Is it their camera or is it how they're editing it? Like, is it just me or are they, like, glitching? Bro, they're like, he's asking a question and it's a stop frame and then they reframes. It's like boom, 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 boom every time. I think. I mean, I get, you know what I mean. I'm all for the Stu, you know, yeah, he fucked. Roger did a fucked up thing, but everyone else looks so weird at the same time.
Criteria.
After that, did the show just continue as if nothing happened?
There was kids crying. There was women and children upset. The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an adult, that's my job to, is to protect everybody. And I fell really short. I talked to her dad. She said she saw everything. She tried to get out of the car, come back, and see if Stu was going to be okay. And it's just... The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an...
Okay, he said that a little weird, but he's caught up. He's talking about his tag team partner's daughter. That's what he's talking about. He said that weird. He should have said my tag team partner's daughter, Sophia. But he said it weird. He said it like...
As if nothing happened.
There was kids crying. There was women and children upset. The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an adult, that's my job to, is to protect everybody. And I fell really short. I talked to her dad. She said she saw everything. She tried to get out of the car, come back, and see if Stu was going to be okay. And it's fucked up. You have kids at the show. You have families at the show. We're supposed to be here for a good time. And why I keep bringing up that fucking asshole with the stupid cowboy hat? Because you brought somebody that was volatile. You knew he was volatile. You set him up. You had him.
There's a lot of cuts in this. We need a rough draft. We need the rough draft for this because he probably goes in on homie. And was it AJ? Who's Adrian or who's Andre? Is Andre AJ? Is AJ his because he calls AJ when he sees him, but he doesn't call him Andre. He would call him Andre because when he answers, he's like, "What's up, Andre?" So it's like, who's Andre? We know that the dude with the Hawaiian dude was the promoter.
Do your dirty work at a show where everybody's doing this for entertainment. And you want...
That's why no one's there's a lot of backstory with this. No one's talking about the fact that the promoter is the Hawaiian dude who's also the one that says, hey, let him run out there. So, it's not his fault. Everyone understands it, but if you're not wrestling,
What a fucking prick. Both of those fucking people, fuck everybody involved with that person. And here's my thing about the Rogers situation. His dad is going to be hurting. His family's going to be hurting because of the trauma with the fucking son doing this shit, the embarrassment, all of that stuff, right? You have somebody that's unhinged. He needs mental help, but he needs to go to jail as well. You have Stu's family now, which I hold in a way higher regard. The dad's there, and I couldn't imagine watching somebody I love getting beat to death.
His dad was there?
AJ was talking to his dad from what I hear, so I'm assuming his dad was there and lying to him about what happened. And then, like I said, with Stu's family, now they're wondering if he's going to be normal again. Not just jail. It's not the tragedy of losing my son to jail. Is he going to be able to remember things? Can he walk? Can he talk normal?
What condition is he in right now, do you know?
From what I hear, he's having a hard time. He has no recollection of what happened.
He was in a coma overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hit the mat and instantly blacked out. If you ever had a concussion, bro, alright, I'm not trying to make it the same because this is not the same. But I played football, bro, and we were running, didn't see each other, and we hit head to head, bro. Boom, freshman year, pop. And as soon as that happened, I just remember here. I seen the video. That's how I know. We fucked each other up. But how I knew it happened, or how I didn't know anything happened because I got a concussion was because we were running. The last thing I seen was ball in the air, and I was like, oh, here's a guy right here. And then next thing I know, I'm on the sideline. And then next thing you know, after that, I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm cool. Like, don't worry, I'm cool. And then you just, man. And then I ended up in the hospital, man. So I'm telling you, he got a concussion, so he instantly blacked out. But he got slammed so hard that he wasn't awake. So then all these punches are deadly punches, bro.
Yeah, he was induced.
Medically induced.
And he's lost all his teeth at this point, I heard.
Most of them, from what I hear.
He had brain swelling as of last night. It's gone down since then, and reports as of late have said that he's up and alive, but is extremely out of sorts, is having trouble walking, maintaining his balance.
Trouble walking? What could be a possibility is that he slammed him so hard on his back, he could have hit his neck and fucked up his vertebrae, which, you fuck up your vertebrae, you mess up your spine.
And They just took him off a breathing tube this morning, and would assume they're just keeping an eye on him.
The fucked up part is Stu doesn't want his attention.
And he doesn't remember anything that happened, right?
That's what we were told. Yeah.
He's apologizing to his wife for being in the hospital.
So did the police end up getting involved?
Yeah, no, they were multiple reports. I talked to the cops. I gave them my information.
At what point did they show up?
15 minutes after the little bitch fled.
Besides taking
15 minutes after, that's actually not that bad. I mean, it's LA, right? I'm assuming, yeah, this was in LA. So, I mean, that's not too bad. It depends on how many calls they got. They probably got like 1 or 2 calls, and they're like, okay, someone needs to really get down there. But if they had like 5 or 6 calls, they would have been.
report. Did anything else come of it?
We're actually being active. This is part of the reason I'm here. I was actually not present for this event. I was at home. I heard about it pretty much just like everybody else until I started communicating with my friends and colleagues at that organization, and they were giving me details. I have actually kind of stepped away from the wrestling world because of personal growing safety concerns and social concerns in terms of my reputation. So I have been slowly distancing myself from this brand.
That's another thing. How much are they getting paid to do this? Like, y'all are really taking it that, like, this is why I'm saying, like, I'm not dissing anybody that wants to do wrestling. That's your thing you want to do. It's like grown men playing football, like, in, like, adult league. Any adult league type shit, cool. If you want to do it, you want to do it. That's what you love. That's what you love. Cool. My gripe is the guy that went to pin homie when he's knocked out, bleeding all over the place, and the guy goes to pin him. How much are you getting paid, my boy, that you need to sell the fact that you guys are still wrestling? I think everybody in the crowd understands this is serious. So you don't need to go in there and pin the guy like, oh shit, let's act like this is serious and get him on the stretcher and get him to the back. No, motherfucker, this is not a simple wrestling incident. This was an actual, like, assault, and you still try to pin him, bro. Fuck that guy.
Because I am not surprised at all that this happened.
You're talking about that school specifically?
Yes, there are some great people in this industry. There are a lot of bad people congregated at this place.
There's great people at that school. I'll put it this way. Rikishi gets the fucking blame because his name is on the school, but that doesn't represent him. It doesn't represent Tomiko. It doesn't represent a lot of people there.
Or Rikishi wasn't even aware of it, right?
No.
He wasn't even in town. He was out of state when this
Honestly,
happened.
he's a beautiful person. I love him, and I love his son, Tomiko.
The most disgusting thing, which is the reason I ultimately decided to be present for this, given that my...
Who's Tomiko? Because was Tomiko there? Rikishi... Oh. Rikishi's son. Tomiko? Is Tomiko on the internet? Alright, Tomiko Chief Fonta, the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, is making his mark on recently he announced Tomiko, also known as Toko Uso. Oh, he's one of the Usos. That's why. Alright, so that's why I was like not sure if that was him. Because I was like, oh, that's a famous one right there. Ah, okay. So it's him and his. Okay. My bad. Let me take it back a little bit. Where are we at?
The most disgusting thing, which is the reason I ultimately decided to be present for this, given that my involvement wasn't direct with the situation that's gone viral, which is a blessing and a curse. Part of me wishes so bad that I was there to assist the situation and help my friend here. The other part of me is glad I wasn't there because there's a good chance I would have gotten locked up that night as well if I was present for what I witnessed on video. But the most disgusting
My boy UFC, yeah,
thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear, the police
What?
were there investigating the scene shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been.
All right. Please. All right. So all right. He just said. I got the end of it. They removed Steve from the group chat in the wrestling camp that they have there. The knockout, knockdown, whatever it was. And now this is what they popped into Kevin Thomas. I don't know who that is, but we'll find out. Please refrain from engaging in comment sections on social media posts about this tragedy. It will be weaponized and potential criminal and civil law cases. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fucking civil cases for sure. If I was in the crowd that night, I'm suing. Oh my mama, I'm suing Rampage or Raja, and it's gonna come from Rampage. It don't matter. I'm suing. I'm suing. I was mentally disturbed by being there live. I seen the actual raw footage, the Twitch live of it. I've seen a lot of street fights. My boy is actually fucking him up. I ain't gonna cap. So, like, if I seen that live, not really, but like, I would act like I did. It's like when you get hit by a car and be like, my back hurts. I need 50,000. I was there in the crowd. Run me my money, Rampage. Civil cases fly low. If law enforcement or attorney for the suspect, or an attorney for the suspect, contacts you in any capacity, let someone here know right away for their guidance on how to address them. What?
Multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted, and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police.
No one needs to discuss anything.
That is
Miguel, no one needs to be whoever the fuck Miguel is. Oh, it's Knox, bro. Okay. No one needs to be discussing anything. I'll shut the feed down, please. I'll shut this feed down, please. Okay. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, y'all are some hoes. All of y'all. How much y'all getting paid? That's what I'm saying. How much y'all getting paid for saying yes, sir, to homie? Man, what the hell? Low budget. And it's no diss to anyone that wants to do the wrestling, but it's like, man, that's low budget wrestling. You're really saying yes, sir, to homie? I'd say, fuck you, my boy.
extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And fuck you to every single person who replied to them, yes, sir. You are all weak sacks of shit, and I hope you rot in hell. You are wasting oxygen that other people could be breathing. Go fuck yourself. And if you continue to be complacent in this investigation and you side with the people who you know are in the wrong, I wish nothing but the worst for you.
Is there anything else? I guess any inside information that...
Bro, I wasn't even there, and I felt that threat. Never mind, I wasn't even in the crowd, bro. I was just joking about the 50,000 for being in the crowd, bro. Calm down, my boy. Shit, never mind.
People don't know about yet that they would be interested in?
How many episodes we got?
Talking about this whole situation, of course.
Well, I'm a professional boxer, and I've trained as a professional boxer for many years now. And wrestling was extremely new for me. I didn't watch wrestling growing up. I didn't really understand it. Everything that I learned about wrestling, I learned on site. And it took me a while to really understand this industry. And when you're someone who has seen real violence in your life and experienced real violence, things are very clear what's fake and what's not. And it is apparent that every single person in that ring is an absolute idiot who has never experienced any violence in their life. They should have known from that.
That's what I was just saying, brother. That's what I was just saying. Oh, hold on. I got a phone call. Hey, bro. Yep. Just, yeah, if you want to just call me when you're here, I'll just run out and then I'll grab them. Okay, yeah. I'm just watching stuff on YouTube and stuff, so just call me. Just come over here. Hopefully not. Alright, I love you. Bye. Alright, my bad. I'm back like crack in the 80s.
At first slam that this was not a show. This had moved on from being a show. And somehow that individual was allowed to let off 23 punches
23
before
is
Doug here was
crazy.
able to intervene. Not one fucking person did anything. And that behavior continued when they encouraged every single member of this academy to stay quiet and not contact the authorities, not respond to the authorities, while simultaneously being extremely excited that this event has landed them 15 minutes of fame. They were encouraging people to repost their brother getting beaten to death and discouraging them from talking to law enforcement to make sure.
If this is true, if this part is true too, like, there's no point in promoting that wrestling thing, bro. That shit is can't. Shout out to Rikishi, bro. Shout out to your son. You both ran that. You know what I mean? I know it's not your fault. You guys weren't even in town when it happened. You know what I mean? But you can't promote this thinking it's gonna get you some fame, man. It might be a cold documentary coming out.
That the proper individuals responsible for this end up in jail.
You knew that person was going to get hurt. You knew something was fucked up. I made eye contact with people from the side of the fucking ring when I was going in. I saw you by the fucking stage. It's not a big fucking room. You could have went around. You could have went through the stage. Well, what the did you do? You watched
Hold on, what's he talking
the
about?
stage. Well, what the did you do? You watched your.
Let me see what he's
Responsible
talking-
for this end up in jail.
You knew that person was going to get hurt. You knew something was fucked up. I made eye contact with people from the side of the fucking ring when I was going in. I saw you by the fucking stage. It's not a big fucking room. You could have went around. You could have went through the stage. Well, what the did you do? You
Ooh, he's talking about AJ. He's talking about AJ. He said, you walked the fuck.
watched your fucking friend die. You watched somebody that you call family die. That means nobody is important to you. Not me, not anybody. So if I'm working for you guys and I sell as many tickets as I do and I put all this fucking money, time, and effort into this shit like I fucking do, I'm your number one fucking ticket seller. I bust my fucking ass for you fucking guys. That means the minute something bad happens to me, you guys will just watch it happen and you won't do shit.
How long have you been there? 3 years?
3 fucking years.
Stu's been there since day one.
My boy is looking dead at the camera. He don't give a fuck about nobody else or nothing else. My boy is mad. And he wants fades. I ain't gonna cap. My boy looking right now. If you asked him in this moment right now, if they're all in the room, will you fade them back to back? If AJ's in here, Roger's in here, promoter's in here, which one do you want to fade? He will say, you know what? I'll take all three. Oh, my mama. That's what that look is. I know that look, my boy.
And they let that happen
And
to
he's
him.
a fucking sweet human being.
Yeah, he was there when I was training 11 years ago.
I love you, Stu, and I'm sorry for the drama. And I'm sorry for the people at Knox that don't deserve this.
So, Doug, are you still a part of Knox Pro?
No. What's the point? They would watch me die.
Facts.
How can I trust you with my body? I'm going to let you pick me up for a body slam? I think it's all fun and games. I'm having fun. I think it's fun. I get hit with chairs. I'm laughing with my friends. But if I'm getting hit with chairs, metal fucking chairs, my head's bleeding. I got scars all over my fucking dome from this shit, right? And I'm having fun and I'm thinking, we're all having fun together. But then I realize you're trying to hurt me. And then I'm thinking, maybe, they didn't mean to fucking hurt me. But after this, it's apparent.
It's terrifying. You trust other people in there to do their job properly and to keep you safe. When you're a fighter and you have a fighting background like me, you're taught to keep your hands up.
Is that not discussed in even like in pro wrestling? That's always discussed. Like, hey, cut this out, but this won't happen in pro wrestling. But it's like there's not one person. It should be the fucking ref, but the ref looks like a fucking dweeb. I'll be honest with you. My boy looks like a fucking dweeb. He ain't stopping shit. You need the ref to be the one that's like, hey, you know what? If shit goes south, I actually have to step in. Ref was a dweeb. That's what
You're taught to protect yourself at all times. It is a rule of fighting. In wrestling, you are not allowed to do that. You have to present your chin. You have to present your neck. You have to present your entire body. And it's always a fear in the back of your head. Is this person going to hurt me? Whether
Shout
they're
out to
not
the
knowledgeable
pup.
enough, whether they're not experienced enough. That's should
the
never
pup.
be a thought in anyone's
Two
mind.
cameos.
Was this person sent here to hurt me when I am put in a position where I am literally required to not defend myself because we are putting on a show. This is entertainment. They broke every single fucking rule when they sent that person, when they allowed that person who is a known volatile loose cannon of an individual into that ring. They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing, and everybody responsible needs to face the consequences.
Here's my defense to that. Not that he, like, you might know because you got a UFC, you got a UFC shirt, so you know who Raja is, you know who Rampage is. People actually don't know who Rampage Jackson is, bro. On my mama, they don't. You ask about Rampage Jackson, they're like, oh, he's a UFC fighter. They don't know about Rampage Jackson. And that means they don't know about Raja Jackson. All they know is the name. They just know UFC fighter. He's famous. He's known for, Rampage Jackson is known for that. Rampage, bro. So you're just like, oh, this is good clout for us. You know what I mean? We're gonna get some good money. That's why the promoter was like, oh, you know what? Let me get Raja into the match. On my mama, if you really think about it, I guarantee the promoter who was the who kept saying Uso, he said Us. He kept saying Us, right? The Hawaiian dude, that's the promoter. I guarantee as soon as he saw Raja, if Stu didn't hit him with that can, I guarantee he would have still approached Raja like, hey, bro, do you want to try and get on a match? Want for your camera? In reality, he wants to promote Knockout or whatever that shit is called. Knox. That's what I really think. The promoter is getting away with a lot of shit, but still trying to promote it. I guarantee you. And no one knows who the promoter is. Maybe they'll say who the promoter is, but the promoter of that fight is the dude that was like, hey, run on his match. They don't know, because he's a wrestler, they don't think he's a promoter.
Consequences.
Yeah, that's, I think this is the craziest thing since, like, the mass transit incident of something like this happening.
He got away
I still
with
can't get over the fact that little Sophia had to see that shit. To know that she was crying, she was hurt. To watch Eli's face, my friend's kid that was...
Two people found a crash out. I know he's about to finish up. AJ and the promoter found a crash out to do their dirty work to promote that shit. I promise you that.
Was there. And to see him, he wasn't crying, but he was confused. He was sad. You could tell it hurt him. And that's a kid that didn't need that hurt. He needs love. He needs community. And we showed him that's how adults act.
So do you guys know if Raja ended up getting arrested?
I don't.
No.
I don't believe so yet.
Hopefully. What I want more than anything, go get some mental help. Go get some counseling. Hope your dad can sit next to you and get you a hug for once. It's not...
He's not going to get attempted murder, which everyone keeps saying. Attempted murder. He's not going to get attempted murder. He's not going to go to prison. He might get some county time, community service, just a shit ton of civil lawsuits, and a lot of fines. He's not going to go to jail for fucking 15, 20 years like everyone's preaching for. I promise you he's not going to get that. My boy, at most 5. At most, if I'm wrong, 5. Quote me on that.
Making fun of you on the fucking internet, because apparently the internet and the fucking opinions on the fucking internet mean more to you than anything else. I don't think your dad's a bad person. I think he's just trying to rib you. He's trying to harden you up. But you're sensitive. You're soft. You think everything is a personal attack. And now look at you.
I mean, yeah, he literally sat there and let the chat rile him up.
He's on video, and this is where he's going to get real fucked, is he's on video as the chat's riling him up. And you can check the clips online. He's saying, yeah, I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to hurt him. I'm not going to stop. They told me I could do it. They gave me the green light. This is going to be real. He's premeditating the attempted murder.
See, that's what I'm saying. No, he's not. Because he doesn't want it. I'm going to fuck him up doesn't mean I'm going to kill him. I'm going to tell you right now, even if, I don't know what age you're at, bro. If you're in middle school, high school, if you're a grown man like me, if you're like, man, you're at a bar or you're at lunch, you're like, man, I'm going to fuck him up when it comes to lunch. I'm going to fuck him up when I leave this bar. Same shit. You're not thinking like, I'm going to kill him, right? You don't think that. You're like, I'm going to just fuck it. I'm telling you, you get dropped when you get older. People pick you up, boom, 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 boom. But usually that's why it's the people that are around them that it's partly their fault. Because when that happens, if like say it's me, bro, I won't even say I'm the one doing it. Say I get picked up and dropped, and I got homies around me, and I get just boom, 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 boom. I expect my homies to jump in, and as soon as I get dropped, they're gonna be, hey, yo, we're throwing hands on. We're not. What we doing? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like that. So it's like he's not gonna get attempted murder. So don't try and say he's saying he's gonna fuck him up. Means he's gonna give him the ones. He's gonna. The fucked up part is that Stu doesn't know that he's gonna do that. Stu's a good guy. You know what I mean? It's like a bully picking on a nerd kid. That's what it is. And are you gonna step in when the nerd gets beat up, or are you gonna be on the sideline recording? You know what I mean? That's what everyone was doing. They're all recording, watching, wanting the fame. Man, you gotta step in with that bullshit, man. People take phone. Man, I hate the internet, but I love it at the same time. You know what I mean?
That he is about to commit, and this is, I mean, millions of people have seen this at this point.
It's a fucked up situation. I couldn't imagine being a father and having a son that did something like that. And I couldn't imagine being a father and had a son who had something done to him like that. And I've been telling people even on Reddit, put yourself in everyone else's shoes that was involved.
Oh, my mama.
Kids that were traumatized.
Swinging.
It isn't something that you want to sit there and just poke fun at, make fun of. These are people's lives.
I might kill him, bro.
You know? I hope people find a happy medium and realize that the social media shit, like all the clout you want, all this publicity and fame that you want and the attention you're getting, it's not the right way to do it. There's people hurting.
Do we have anything else to add, Tanner?
What do you guys think?
Why don't we pitch the idea? Hey, Rampage, you're getting fucking sued all over the place because you piggyback your fucking son's fucking life. How about this? Why don't we just...
That's what I said. If I was in the crowd, I'm asking for 50,000 at least. Emotional damage. My kid was there. I don't even have a kid yet. On the way. My kid was there. I need 50,000 at least. Because everyone's gonna sue him for hundreds and millions. But I need just a quick 50. He's about 50. I'll handle that real quick. I'll take a quick 50. A quick 50 ball? Come on, man. What can you do with 50K?
and have a boxing match. Why don't we just fight? You'll probably whoop my ass, and I don't give a fuck. You raise money for your fucking son's legal defense, and I'll raise money for Stu.
By the way, I'm assuming by the time this video is out, there'll be a link to Stu's GoFundMe.
There should be a link to Stu's GoFundMe.
So we'll put that.
Nobody donate to anybody that's not directly willing to give all 100% proceeds to Stu with proof. Stu's wife deserves that, and Stu deserves that.
I don't know what that means. That sounds weird. Anyway, if he does, which he does, I heard, I think his cap was 110. I think he's raised over 100. I think he passed his cap for sure. He passed it. I heard Mr. Beast donated 10K. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, at first I was like, oh man, get your chili. You know what I mean? Get your chili, sue his ass. But you know what I mean? You probably get, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get way more chili if, like, because the cops are going to come and be like, hey, do you want to press charges? Or was it a wrestling thing? You tell them, I want to press charges. You get way more chili that way. Don't worry about the civil suit. Everyone always like, that's why a lot of people that go through something like this with famous people are like, no, I don't want to press charges. I'm going to sue them for money. If you got to GoFundMe in this kind of like predicament, bro, you go with, I'm going to charge them because you get way more. If you don't charge, if they find out that you like, oh, do you want to press charges? Like, no, he didn't mean it. And he's not going to go to jail. So then they'll get him for a little shit. But if you want to go to do time, you got to say, yes, I want to press charges. And I'm telling you, way more chili. I mean, they're not after the chili. Not. I'm just talking like if you are after the chili, you get way more if you just say, yeah, I want to press charges.
Yeah, ultimately, it's a good thing that you were there, because if you weren't, God knows what would have happened.
You would have killed him.
For real. Yeah. And nobody else was going to step in.
Yeah. And by the way, Roger, that was me who bit you, asshole. I'd do it again, too, but this time I'm going to get your nose.
And where could people find you on Instagram?
Just the Epic.
Just the Epic. We're going to pop up a link. Everybody go.
Just the Epic. I'm gonna hit Just the Epic up, bro. I'm going to hit him up, bro, because I guarantee he's got a lot of, like, gratitude that he doesn't want, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want the gratitude because he's same as Stu. He said Stu doesn't want the fame for this. Like, if this is a fucked up situation, but that's how the internet is. They like to praise people and they're going to forget about it in 2 weeks. Oh, my mama, they're not going to care. I guarantee you. I'm going to keep up with this. You know what I mean? Because this is fucked up. But the average person that's just scrolling through the internet is not going to care about this in about 2 weeks. They're not going to care again until Raja gets charged. They see Raja sentenced, and then Raja gets out. That's how timeline goes. Someone gets charged, or someone does a crime. They don't care. They look at it for a little bit, and then they watch the court case, and then they see the charge. He gets charged. He does his time. He's in jail the entire time. No one donates. No one writes him letters. Maybe a couple people. And then he gets out, and then everyone's like, oh my God, he's out. That was quick. Oh my God, time flies so fast. Because you've been on the phone the whole time, bro. Get off the fucking internet. That's why the only thing I fuck with is YouTube, bro. I don't even got an Instagram. on my mama. I don't even got. I the only time I'm on the internet is if I'm watching YouTube. That's it. Get me out of this shit.
Go follow Doug.
And I'm not a tough guy.
Only footprint you'll
I'm
see
not
me
Billy
on.
Badass or
Swear to
whatever it is.
God.
I just stand up for myself and stand up for my friends. Don't think that I'm out here just fucking blowing smoke.
With that being said, let's watch this other one because now we got a update. This is the update. Now we got an update. This is from his, I'm assuming, Twitter, X. This is from his ex. I don't got one. Like I said, I don't fuck with social. I stay off social media because shit's deadly out here. Makes you crash out like Roger. But this is on X. Lame ass name. Twitter. This is on Twitter. I'm officially filing a lawsuit against Roger Jackson. What he did. Here's what I'm questioning. He said, no, I don't want to press charges. They're still going to charge him with something like assault. And he's going to go after him civilly. No, this is not the play. He's not going to get serious time like people are thinking. I promise you he's not. Just because unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but you cannot file a lawsuit against someone that's in a actual like criminal court case with you. Because it's like a conflict of interest. So it's like they probably asked the police, hey, is he still going to jail? Yeah, he's going to go to jail for this, this, and this. We're going to put him away for years. Don't worry. We got him. We're going to put him away for years. We got proof. So, okay, yeah, I'll say I don't want to press charges for that. So you guys can arrest him for whatever. And now he's going to go after him civilly and go after the bag. Because he's just going to recover. The problem with this is no one's going to fuck with this. I promise you no one's going to fuck with this. What he did to me was brutal, unprovoked, and won't be ignored. This is about justice, accountability, and making sure this never happens again. This is my problem with this. Justice isn't coming from you. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. No one wants to. I'm telling you. They're going to be tricked by this. I promise. I am not tricked, bro.
When I first came in there, my goal was to not tackle him onto Stu. I went in, I looked, I assessed, and I said, I have to pull him away from Stu. So that's why I went to the outside and got under an armpit and tried to throw him off to the side.
Hopefully one day I can meet Psycho Stu and shake his hand and have a man-to-man with him and stuff like that. But who knows? But y'all, the people that know me. Y'all know I got mad love for everybody.
He's trying to like kill the guy, and like it's just sad. Like I don't understand what happened. Like it's hard to explain what happened, and it looks bad for us too. You know what I mean? Like anybody could do that. Like I can go in the ring in WWE and do that. To, like why I do that? No. Like you're supposed to have a trust, and that's a different sport. It's a pro wrestling. You know.
Stuart Smith isn't backing down. He's now.
Shout out to Stu! Shout out to Stu! Man, this is a good fucking dude, bro. That doesn't want all the attention, but is getting so much love. He doesn't remember anything that happened. He just remembers that he woke up at a hospital, just shit all over him. He probably had crazy dreams, bro. You gotta interview. Ooh! Drop it right now in the comments. Who's the first one that's gonna interview and get the interview from Stu? Who's the first one? Shit, I can't even think of anybody. Because I would think he would want to go to like a WWE type podcast, but I don't know WWE podcast. Shit, he's got, I'm telling you, everybody's reaching out to him. Who's getting the interview? Oh, man. That's like, no one wants to ask that question because they're all like, like get real with it though. Who's getting the first interview from Stu?
taking Raja Jackson to court, calling the assault unprovoked and unacceptable. He posted on X, "I've officially filing a lawsuit against Raja Jackson. What he did to me was brutal, unprovoked, and won't be ignored. This is about justice, accountability, and making sure this never happens again." The pro wrestler who jumped in.
His wife posted that tweet. Oh, my mama, she posted that tweet. Ho for show. This guy's still laying on the ground like he's been injured. Stop. How much are you getting paid? Oh my. How much are you getting paid to act like this?
To stop Raja Jackson from that horrible act has finally broken his silence on what.
I'm telling you right now, they probably saw. I know why. They probably thought he was Rowdy Piper. I'm telling you, pull up Rowdy Piper and pull up him. They look like they're dressed the same. That's why Stu hit him with a can. Because he thought he was whatever name you want to give him.
Actually happened in the ring. On the other hand, Rampage Jackson shared that his son went to a wrestling event with his coach when a wrestler who didn't know him suddenly hit him on the head with a can or bottle.
Alright, this is what I'm talking about. He pull up a picture of. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this, bro.
Finally broken his silence on what actually happened in the ring. On the other hand, Rampage Jackson shared that his son went to a wrestling event with his coach when a wrestler who didn't know him suddenly hit him on the head with a can or bottle.
I'm tired of this, bro. Look at this. Alright, look at his t-shirt. Remember his t-shirt, bro. Does he not look like he's rocking wrestling type tee? He looks like a modern day Rowdy Piper. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was a wrestler in the back, like just like, oh, it's some wrestling shit, and I see homie walk in with the same shirt as Raja got on right here, I would think, okay, he might be hip on wrestling. He's got the Rowdy Piper on. Hit him with a can. He's old school wrestling. I swear to God. If Stu was in his right mind, he would probably tell you the same thing. Let's get back to it, though. Justice for Stu.
He said his son, Raja, stayed calm and did not fight back because he had told him not to react in such moments. Jackson was still angry that someone would do that.
Cat, he's on video. I watched the live. He's on video saying, man, I was going to fuck him up, but I didn't because I didn't want to get thrown out or I didn't want my stream to get ended. Man, I wanted to stream today, so I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to do it, so I kept my cool. He's on camera, bro, so that's not going to work. I'm trying to give you your best defenses at the same time, but that one's out. Get that one out. Don't even.
And then ask if his son would play along for the show. He called the wrestler dumb and said he had to talk to his son's coach to stop himself from getting into trouble over it.
This is what happened, Chad. He went to a pro wrestling event with his coach. Those pro wrestlers, they be just as crazy as MMA guys, right? The pro wrestling guy don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or a beer can or a bottle or something. And my son...
Or a bottle or something. Man, you seen the fucking video. It was no bottle. Shut up, Rampage. I'm tired of that. Shut up. It was no bottle. You know what? You would have heard you would have seen blood if it was a real bottle. If it was a prop bottle made out of sugar, then you're actually more of a hoe. To be honest, you better wish it was a bottle. Because then you have no reason at all to bitch. Because that shit would have been made out of sugar. So don't even say bottle. Man, he's playing it cool. Man, you're the worst actor, Rampage. Come on, man. This new kick shit you're trying to do ain't gonna fool nobody. Might fool your little follow. It ain't gonna fool nobody, bro. That's been around and seen your ass, man. You faking it. You know, listen, you're a bitch ass.
Didn't know it.
But talk to
They didn't
him.
know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son. And he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something.
He looks like Rowdy
And
Piper.
Roger didn't react.
He looks like Rowdy. Did he not look like Rowdy Piper? He looks like fucking Rowdy Piper. I would think he was a wrestler too. Getting some easy promo. He's a new guy. He's a new guy promoting some shit.
But
young.
Roger didn't fight though.
Justice for Stu.
He didn't do anything because I told Roger not to get punched, but still nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, "You ain't gonna sell it when you in pro wrestling?" So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I gotta talk to his coach.
Moreover, Auden
Cat, we seen the phone call. We seen the phone call. You seen they sent you the clip. They told you, hey, yo, Roger's tripping out. Roger, blah, 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 blah. He looks at the video and he's like, hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good right now. Yeah, man, you good? Someone said you got hit. You got hit. You good? Yeah. So then he starts showing. Yeah, you hugging motherfuckers in tights. Why you hugging motherfuckers in tights, for? You hugging motherfuckers in tights? I'm not, man, shut your bitch ass. Man, you shut your bitch ass up. I just look at the video, you hugging motherfuckers in underwear. What you doing? In there, dun-dun-duns. Then when dun-dun-duns, you hugging them. What you doing? Which means, if you understand what he's saying, which a lot of people aren't gonna, you understand what he's saying, you're pretty much hugging on someone in their underwear. Alright, this is what he's saying. He's like, I'm looking at a video, and I see you hugging someone in their underwear. Why is my son hugging someone in just underwear? Are you gay? And now he's got to be like, man, shut the fuck up. That's what that meant. And that's when he was like, man, fuck my dad. My dad's always playing with me. He ain't playing with me today. I ain't no bitch. I ain't hugging nobody in underwear. I ain't gay. I'm not like that. You want to play with me? All right. Who wants to keep playing with me? Anyone else? Everyone in the chat. Mickey, whoever you are, Mickey, and Kick, you a hoe. Tony. He said something about Tony. Whoever you are, Tony, in the chat, you are a hoe. On my mama. And you name drop. Feel guilty about this shit, too.
Ross expressed his outrage over the situation, calling it disgusting and disturbing. He said the platform Kick needs to improve immediately, stressing that policy changes
need to definitely come to Kick. Shout out to YouTube. But we just seen a couple weeks ago a 47-year-old died on live stream, and they let it happen. He actually got tortured and let it happen. Whoever seen that stream was a hoe inference. But then this guy right now on Kick live actually flatlines, but nearly dies. Figure it out, Kick. You're just as worse as everybody else, bro. Begging for fucking clout. I'm telling you, YouTube would already shut your channel down. And you would get sued by YouTube also. Kick probably just don't care. They probably banned it, suspended. That's it.
Are necessary, and certain staff, along with moderators, must be held accountable for what happened.
There's no words, bro. There's absolutely no fucking words. At all, bro. At all. It's disgusting. It's just disturbing, disgusting. And Kick as a whole needs to do better, bro. Straight up, bro. Straight up.
Now here's the problem that Kick is gonna have to listen to this. It's Aiden Ross. He's bringing in the most chili, I guarantee it. He brings in whatever platform he decides to be on. He's bringing in the most chili. So when Aiden Ross starts telling you, "Hey, yo, do better, Kick," or that's basically him saying as soon as my contract's up, I'm twos. Do better, Kick. My boy's coming to YouTube on my mama. Come to YouTube. YouTube, offer him the bag. We got him. YouTube's
I'll just tell you guys this. I think that there needs to be some type of policy change. Some certain Kick staff need to be held accountable. Moderation need to be held accountable. And there needs to be change immediately.
However, the pro wrestler who intervened and stopped Raja explained that he received stitches from the incident. He said his main goal was to keep the man away from Stu, so he approached from the side, got under his armpit, and tried to throw him aside. He mentioned that the man then went for a double leg takedown, attempting to gain control and possibly drop him on his head like he did to Stu. The wrestler said he managed to secure underhooks, hold him up, and used his weight to push him into the corner to neutralize the situation.
Yeah, and I got stitches right here. What happened was when I first came in there, my goal was to not tackle him onto Stu. I went in, I looked, I assessed, and I said, I have to pull him away from Stu. So that's why I went to the outside and got under an armpit and tried to throw him off to the side.
You throw for a throw.
When I did that,
throw or a spear.
You know, if you look at the video, you could see him shoot for a double leg on me and try to take me down. He was working the whole time to try to get an advantage, get my legs, dump me on my head so he could do the same thing to me.
That's when the man homie was coming in with a Dodger jersey, hitting weird
or at least, you know, attempt to, because I would have been awake.
One of these. The fuck's that doing? That guy was weird.
That's what was happening, and then as I got some underhooks set in and I kind of held him up, I was working a position. And I was like, I'm going to roll this guy to the corner. As I started backing him up and using my weight to push him into the corner.
Furthermore, Rampage Jackson expressed that he hopes to one day meet Psycho Stu, shake his hand, and have a...
If I'm Stu, I say, fuck you, Rampage. Oh, my mama. Don't even... I would say, yeah, and just have someone just sleep, Rampage. Oh, my...
man-to-man conversation with him. He added that those who know him understand he carries no hatred and has love for everyone.
Hopefully one day I can meet
Psycho
Stu and shake his hand and have a man-to-man with him and stuff like that. But
shut up.
Who knows? But y'all,
I fuck with you, Rampage.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I got mad love for everybody.
Dylan Danis said it was difficult to watch and felt that Raja might have anger issues because of how he slammed the wrestler. He explained that...
No, he hates his dad, bro. I promise you that he was thinking of his dad. That's a real thing. He was thinking of his dad, bro. He wants to beat the fuck out of Rampage.
In pro wrestling, there is a level of trust between performers to keep each other safe when giving their weight for a move. Danis called the slam reckless and unnecessary, saying it looked more like an attempt to hurt than part of the act. He added that actions like this damage the sport's image because wrestling is built on protecting one another, not causing harm.
To be honest, it's hard to watch, but in a way, it's like you might have something like wrong, like maybe like anger problems, because like why would he do that, you know? And anybody that has trained or anybody that has a brain knows when someone's working
like his
or
dad.
And like that would be like me going with you right now, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick you up, and we're working, we're doing a WWE match. Like you could slam me in my head, like I'm giving you my weight, you know what I mean? So like the guy obviously let him pick him up, and then slamming him like that is ridiculous. First off, especially being a guy that's trained. I know he's only 0-1, but like slamming the guy like that, first off, is ridiculous. Like any person in WWE can do that to each other. You know, that's not anything like people are acting like, oh, that's Rampage Jr. or something like that. Like the guy jumped up for you to carry his weight, and he's trusting you to take care of his body. You know what I mean? And then he's throwing those shots, and like, I get you can kind of lay one in, like, you know what I mean? I can hit you like that, but not even. But the first one was like a fucking haymaker. He's trying to like kill the guy, and like, it's just sad. I don't understand what happened. Like, it's hard to explain what happened, and it looks bad for us too. You know what I mean? Like, and like anybody could do that. Like, I can go in the ring in WWE and do that. To, like, why I do that? No. Like, you're supposed to have a trust. I mean, that's a different sport. It's a pro wrestling. You know.
Streamer XQC said the incident looked like attempted murder, explaining that moves like that can easily kill someone. He pointed.
I'm tired of this. Fuck it. He's not. I'm telling you, with him doing a lawsuit, it's not attempted murder. I'm telling you
that people have died in street fights from far less, and called the act outrageous, adding that it did not stop there.
You wouldn't convince me this is not attempted murder. That is how you kill somebody. We've seen people die.
It's not attempted murder. I'll tell you right now, it's not attempted murder. Shut your bitch ass up, XQC. You don't know what you're talking about.
In street fights all the time with things that weren't even that bad. This is outrageous.
That's how I knew you never been in a fight. Because if you've been in a fight, you know that even if you slam someone and you ground and pound them, you're not trying to kill them, bro. I've seen there's been a lot of fights, I'll say, that have ended with someone dying, and you're like, shit. Now you're going down for murder, right? You're like, man, I didn't mean it. I was trying to fuck them up. But if they don't die, you're not going to get attempted murder because they're just going to be like, it was a fight. That's what's going to be told here. It was a fight gone wrong. It's not attempted murder because you didn't mean to murder them. You meant to fight them. That's why I know you've never been in a fight.
and it doesn't stop.
Brendan Schaub shared that his first instinct was to stand by Raja because of his strong
why
connection with
anyone that yells
Rampage,
attempted
but
murder
after seeing
never
all the
actually
footage
really
and the
came to
complete live stream, he
mama.
admitted there was no way to excuse what took place. He pointed out that the matter is very serious and could have a
actually been in a fight,
long-lasting
you know.
impact on Raja's future. Schaub noted that if
You
the pro
think
wrestler
about it,
chooses
you're
not
not
to
saying,
press
like, I'm gonna
charges,
do it.
Raja will still face heavy
know he can,
backlash
though.
online, but might avoid jail time. On the other hand, if charges are brought forward, he warned that Raja could face severe allegations such as attempted murder or aggravated assault, which would make his situation...
He's gonna get aggravated assault for sure. That's what it is. He's gonna get aggravated assault for sure. He's not gonna get murder. Or attempted murder. You can't argue that at all. No one can. You can't argue attempted murder. He didn't say I'm gonna kill. You were like, oh, it's premeditated. It's premeditated that he's gonna do assault. That's what. I'm not even a lawyer. Never been to law school, but I can argue that. I watched the whole live. I can argue that. He didn't premeditate murder. He premeditated assault. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker when I get." He said, "I'm gonna fuck him up." If I told you I'm gonna fuck somebody up and I kill him, you'd be like, "Bro, what? I thought he was gonna fuck him up." What's that mean? Beat him up. Duh. That's why, man. No one knows the laws no more, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all don't know shit.
much more difficult going ahead.
And I'll be transparent. I like Raja, and obviously I adore Rampage. Me and Rampage have a great relationship.
Yeah,
I love
Rampage is
Rampage. And it's just by nature. My initial thought was when I heard about this, and I spoke with Rampage. When I heard about this, I went, all right, how can I defend Raja? I look at all the videos. I watched the full live stream and all that.
I definitely reacted to the full live stream. I got the full live stream uncut version. I got the whole, I got kicked, so I got the uncut with him actually. Like, nope. That's why I'm surprised that shit didn't get put down yet. I got the actual, I gotta clip it maybe. Maybe I don't. I'm like, nah, that's fucked up. But I got the, that's why I seen the whole live stream. So it's like, it's hard, but I can defend it from attempted murder. If you're asking Matt Schaub right now, can you say it's murder? He'd be like, no, I'd say assault.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I
He would
can't.
say it's assault.
You can't defend
You can't
this.
prove murder.
I see this. It's so sad because he was just getting started, and that all goes away if this veteran pro wrestler decides to press charges. If that pro wrestler goes, this was a bit or this was a work, and he just thought that's how it works. I'm not pressing charges.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what I'm saying. And that's what he did. I promise you that's probably what he did. Unless, prove me wrong. Is there a state where you can do that? But you cannot, I know, unless, let me just fucking Google it so I don't just fucking keep saying this. Let me just Google right now. Hold on. Get to Google. I don't know how to word it correctly, but I'm trying to like. Oh, almost looked my address right there. Yes, you can file a civil lawsuit for wrongful. No, nah. There we go. I know what to say. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Yes, you can file a civil lawsuit in California during a criminal case for the same actions that led to the criminal charges as they are separate legal proceedings. Oh, let me shut my bitch ass up then. Shit. Shut my bitch ass up.
Raja's still going to take a lot of heat online, but you're not doing jail time. Then we can figure it out.
Never mind. I'm not wrong. I'm gonna keep talking then. I'm not gonna shut my bitch ass up. I'm gonna keep talking because I literally just said that. He's not gonna do jail time. I'm telling you, county time, fines, community service, no UFC. He's still gonna be on kick. I promise. He's probably like a year off though. If that. I promise you they're suspending his account. They're not gonna ban him. I'm telling you.
But if that dude wakes up and somebody's in his ear and goes, dude, you gotta make this dude pay. He has to learn a lesson and he presses charges. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. Attempted murder, aggravated assault, it's gonna be tough. Talking about felony, you know?
Matt Brown stated that if Raja Jackson were not
5 years at
Rampage
most.
Jackson's son,
He's gonna do 5 years at most. I'm telling you, aggravated assault, 5 years. He's gonna get a bunch of time, and then he's gonna get time. He might even just do 3.
there would be zero sympathy for him. He explained that the only reason some people are being more forgiving is because of the respect they hold for Rampage. Brown highlighted that the footage leaves little room for doubt, showing the wrestler being slammed and struck repeatedly without any chance to defend himself. He described it as a clear felony, potentially aggravated assault or worse, and said Raja is fortunate the victim survived with only the reported injuries.
You know, if this was anybody other than Rampage Jackson's son, I don't think there'd be any empathy here at all. But we all love Rampage, and he's the man, you know. And the fact that he's his son, we're all sitting here like,
I don't think there's empathy for Raja.
like, bro, what the fuck, you know? And what do we think about this? You know, if it was just anybody else in the world, it'd be like, bro, throw that motherfucker, you know, in the cage and throw the key away, man. And that's probably what's going to happen to him. Like, you know, we say they're
that's
investigating.
not going to happen to him.
Well,
I'm
you
telling
don't.
you.
There's not a lot to investigate. Like, there's a video that shows it pretty goddamn clear. You know what do we need to investigate here? So
it's not going to happen.
What's he going to get? You know, I don't know what like attempted murder is, but I mean, he was fucking knocked out and punching the shit out of him. You know, I don't know how far they go in there or what the details are to get that charge. Aggravated assault's for sure, battery, you know what I mean? Like, this is a felony for sure, right? I mean, there's I don't think there's any way out of that. So
it's definitely a felony, but it's not a 15-year felony, I promise you.
You know, kind of just is what it is for him now.
It's California,
but like what a shitty move,
it's
man.
Cali,
you know,
my
like you want to fight the guy, fight the guy.
They're a little
like,
bit different out here.
Dude
It's not gonna be
was
what
like,
and they,
you know,
they
watched
all
the
gonna talk
video
shit
right
about
before
Cali afterwards.
the
Oh, you don't
podcast
do
here.
it. Cali.
Yeah, the
promise
dude was
you,
like
laws are
preparing
a little bit
for
different out here. There's not much
wrestling
squabbles than
style,
you think. That's
pro
a
wrestling
squabble
style
gone
takedown,
wrong.
and motherfucker slammed him on his head. Like,
any good lawyer is
dude's
gonna say it's
lucky
a squabble
that,
gone
you know,
wrong.
Like you said, he's hospitalized. but, man,
Aggravated
he's lucky
assault,
that that's
5
all that
years, paid
happened,
down to
you know?
3.
Brown went on to say
15
that
down
while
to 5,
many
he's
want to
gonna serve
support
3.
Rampage during this
Quote me.
time, the incident still demands accountability, and Raja must face the consequences of his actions. He called the attack unnecessary and unjust, emphasizing that the victim never had an opportunity to
No one knows this, but he definitely probably has a warrant for his arrest right now.
protect himself.
By the time this
Brown
video
expressed
comes
his
out,
hopes
or
for
by
the
the time I'm
wrestler's
watching this,
recovery, especially
warrant
considering
out
his
for his
history
arrest.
and past challenges, and said that only Rampage is in a place to ask for leniency, while the rest should acknowledge how wrong the act was.
Hopefully the guy's all right, man. That's about all you can say at the end of the day, right? Hopefully the guy just heals up and, you know, with some PTSD or being a veteran and everything, man, you know, just hope that the guy turns out okay, man. Send him some positive energy and hope for the best. That's it's about the most you can say about it. Other than that, you know, again, loving Rampage, but, you know, hopefully justice is done and his son gets what he deserves. I don't agree with Sean on that at all. You know, like, the dude doesn't, like, it'd be one thing, you know, if like they got in a fight and he fucked him up and, you know, hurt him bad, right? But like, the dude was defenseless and then knocked out. Like, fuck him. And the only guy that should not be saying fuck him is Rampage, right? Because it's his son. And he's the one that should be saying, you know, can we just give him some help or something, you know, try to stick up for him. But everybody
That's
else,
the realest take
they
so
have no
far.
reason to
That's
have
true.
any sympathy for that kind of behavior.
The MMA guru delivered a harsh critique of Raja Jackson after the incident, calling him a dumb animal and saying he should have been locked in a cage. He expressed anger that no one stepped in properly when everything was happening, adding that Raja should have been knocked out cold right there in the ring.
Bring that sparring partner back, tornado kick him again. Dumb animal. Brother, dumb animal, put him in a cage, straight up. Raja should have got fucking knocked out cold in that ring. No one was doing anything about it but that pink hair guy.
Kevin Lee shared that while he respects Rampage Jackson, he believes Rampage should turn his son over to the authorities and allow him to face the consequences of his actions. He explained that if it were his own child, he would expect the same because behavior like that cannot be excused. Lee said Raja is an adult and needs to take responsibility for what happened, even if that results in jail time. He did acknowledge that the wrestler had initially struck Raja with a bottle, which was also wrong, but made it clear that
There's a can.
that this did not justify the violent retaliation.
It's a prop can. It's literally a can that's already open. It's not like he had a closed can full of liquid and busted it on his head. I promise you that's how it was. If it was, it would have been way worse. You would have seen some blood. You would have seen more liquid. You would have seen beer or whatever that was all over Roger. It was an opened can already with a little bit of liquid, so when you bust it, it makes the whole look.
And if it's Rampage, I love Rampage. But Rampage, turn your son in. He got to go lay down for a little bit. Like, if it was my son, that's what I would tell him. I mean, you a grown man.
You don't got to turn your son in unless there's a warrant. They probably haven't heard of a warrant yet. That's why everyone is like, oh my God, what's happening? He might have not pressed charges. I'm telling you, if he doesn't press charges, there might still be a warrant that comes out in a little bit. But it's not going to be... And he said, I want to press charges. I'm telling you.
And bro, you can't condone that type of behavior, bro. You got to go lay down for a little bit. We'll get you a good lawyer. You ain't going to be in there forever. But you got to go lay down.
3 years.
I get it. He hit you in the head with a bottle.
3 to 5.
Beforehand.
3 to 5.
I get it. He shouldn't have did that. I don't condone that either.
Lee further criticized how the attack unfolded, saying Raja waited hours before hitting the man while he was working, acting in character, and completely unprepared for what was coming. He referred to reports claiming the victim's heart stopped and that he was unconscious for several minutes, describing the matter as extremely serious. He said Raja's actions showed poor decision making and no restraint, and he could not understand how anyone would see that level of violence as acceptable. In his view, Raja must serve time in jail to take responsibility and learn from his actions.
I go to prison.
Wait hours until
County
the man
jail.
was working, which we
County.
all understand. He
He's
playing
gonna be
a
a
character,
county. He's come out.
and he was
Thug,
in
you know,
character.
mama, he's gonna say
and he
cuz.
working.
Mama, he's gonna say cuz.
And then you sneak him, because that's what you did. I mean, you snuck him. He wasn't expecting that.
Snuck him for sure.
Bro, they say dude flatlined and was unconscious for 6 minutes afterwards.
Hey,
Dog
who is
gotta
this?
go lay down.
Who is this?
You gotta go to prison, bro. There's no...
He's not going to prison. I don't know who you are, but he's not going to prison. I'm telling you, he's not going to. Don't listen to me.
There's no
I don't know
part of
nothing.
that you thought was cool.
But when it happens that he doesn't go to prison, don't say I said so.
I can't even wrap my mind around why you thought that was cool and why you ain't got no self-control over your emotions.
Tim Welch expressed a strong reaction to the incident, saying he could hardly watch the footage because the man appeared completely unconscious during the assault. He stated it looked as though Raja Jackson's intent was to inflict severe harm or possibly worse. Whether that was his intention or not, Welch described the act as outrageous and said there was no way to justify it, stressing that punishment must follow, especially since it happened live and there were even reports of a reward being offered for a knockout.
12, 13, like what the I can't even watch this. The kid's blacked out. The kid's blacked out, and I think his goal right there was to murder. Maybe not. Maybe not. Blacked out, maybe he doesn't know what he's doing, but he damn near killed the man. That's...
Oh, okay. Truth is in the details. Homie said he went for a double shoot on him. I don't like rewatching the clip, but I'll rewatch this real quick.
Blacked out, and I think his goal right there was
right here. So we said he went for the takedown to probably start doing the same thing to him. I see what he's saying here, but he's a wrestler and he's kind of outweighs Raja, so he's like, all right, I know how to defend this if I'm being serious. So boom, he has him there, and then I'm gonna be serious. No one jumps in still.
To murder. Maybe not.
He's still cameraman. Just put the camera down, but look at
maybe not. Black.
No one still has jumped in.
Maybe he doesn't know.
I promise you, he's still buying. Look at, he's 1v1 the homie. So I actually kind of believe homie when he says he wants that fade. He could probably fuck him up. Because it's still 1-on-1, and then I think someone's like right here, like doing some pepper shit, like break it up, guys. Like, what are we doing? Ho ass dude.
He's doing, but he.
Yeah, look at this guy. Ho.
Damn near killed a man. I mean, that's crazy. He's got to get some punishment for this. There's just gonna be no excuse. He's gonna probably go away for a long while, especially on stream.
Ho.
He's on stream and he said 50 subs for a KO.
Later, Welch comment.
Assault. That's what I'm saying. You guys are all proving assault. You guys aren't proving attempted murder. He's not saying how many subs to kill him. If he said how many subs to kill him, lock him up, throw away the key. But you can't because he said how much to knock him out. I'm not a lawyer, but even I'm telling you, Raja put me on your team like Johnny Cochran. I got you off on this. OJ didn't do it. Glove didn't fit.
That the situation does not look good for Raja Jackson, even with Rampage's wealth and access to experienced lawyers. He said the case could be seen as attempted murder, pointing out the danger of such violent actions and the importance of avoiding them, particularly for those with quick tempers. Welch explained that while martial arts skills may be useful in self-defense, continuing to hit someone who is already unconscious puts their life at serious risk. He called the incident disturbing and warned that choices like this can easily lead to a prison sentence.
This isn't going to be good for old Raja. Rampage's got money. I mean, they're going to have some good lawyers. But it might be attempted murder. I mean, God, that's the thing. You got to be careful getting in street fights. If you can avoid street fights, avoid them. Especially if you got a temper tantrum. Maybe if you know a little jiu-jitsu and you get in a street fight here and there, it's okay. You can take care of yourself, get in a good position. But once you crack somebody and then you start seeing red and you're not thinking about what you're doing and you're punching them and they're already knocked out, good chance you're going to kill them. And now you might be in the pen. So